How's it, everyone? Welcome to another video on my channel. So today I am going to play with my GoPro. So I got a new chin mount, was fairly cheap from Takealot. I think this is going to improve my videos quite a lot, because now not only can you see the road ahead, but also views from the side. Because I had my GoPro mounted on my tank, there was no movement from left to right. It only showed basically the center of my roads. So I'm quite excited for this. I will be doing a 4-part series for this ride that I'm doing today. And I'm going to discuss my thoughts around YouTube and what I think you need in order to succeed in YouTube, and things I like and dislike currently on the YouTube platform. So from what I've seen, I've been looking back at content from other creators that have made it quite big in my mind, and I went back to some of their videos in the early stages. I'm talking now about some of them had videos 11 years ago, and I basically reviewed those videos that they've uploaded to what I'm basically producing today. So it's quite interesting how everyone starts out by just creating basic things. If you look at some of the big creators out there, they had like 2,000 views on their first videos, some of them 6 years ago, some of them 11 years ago, depending on creator. And it surprised me on, in the beginning phases of YouTube, you can only do so much, and you only have a limited of tools and, what's referred to as hardware and software. So if I compare my current, now I can't get up to the word, to basically my videos, it's basically similar to those guys. I think now I'm going to get to the point on saying what do you need in order to succeed in YouTube and getting a lot of views. So my take on this is you either need a lot of money. I've been watching quite not a lot of videos, but I've seen videos of guys, taking Teslas and basically destroying them, taking G-Wagons and destroying them. And these guys get a lot of views. And then my question is, how is this sustainable, and how much money does the channel need to make to basically keep this up? How many views do you need to destroy a G-Wagon to basically make money from it? So, sometimes I feel that there's guys out there that get funded in some way. I'm not going to say how. And they're using YouTube just to basically make a name for themselves, but they're throwing money at the problem, which is one way of succeeding. And these guys do succeed, and they get a lot of views, and they've got a lot of subscribers and stuff like that, and they obviously get sponsors as well. So this is definitely not a route that I will be taking, obviously. The second one is you really need to have a creative mind, or have a talent, or something that does not only appeal to a certain group. So for instance, I've got a biking channel, so I would say the most obvious followers or subscribers or views that I will be getting is from guys liking bikes. It won't be your general public. So when you have someone that's creating content for multiple people, whether it's male, female, This is also something that will obviously boost your channel much faster than just appealing to a smaller crowd. Because now, I mean, if I have 1% of bikers out there, you're talking of a handful of people. Where if you're talking of 1% of the population, you're still talking about millions. So this is something that I also feel plays a big part in YouTube. And then the next thing is, and this is the point where I'm getting at, and that's why I went back to the bigger creators to see what they did in the beginning and how they did it and how they growed. And this is obviously the route that I'll be taking. Is they start small. They start off by explaining how they wanted, how they started in YouTubing, or where they started biking, and then start motor vlogging. I think that's what they call it, where they just basically drive and tell where they come from, or why they like bikes. And then after the channel has grown to more subscribers and more views, then they will review parts or bikes, or then they start building on their subscribers and their views. So this is the route that I'll be taking, and I don't think people realize how much work goes into YouTube videos. It's not just a matter of creating something at home, uploading it and getting a lot of views. I mean, if I take for how small my channel is, and for how I almost want to use the word simple my content is, it's still a lot of work. You still have to go out there, do some riding, do some recording, make sure everything is charged before you go out for a ride, come back, upload the videos. I have to, on this stage, I have to record my voiceover after I've gone out riding, because and this is also something that I'm been working on. I've ordered from Takealot again. Also quite cheap is it's an external mic for the GoPro, which I also think is going to boost my channel, because then I can basically, as I record, I can then speak of what I think, or something that I see. The only thing that's quite expensive on that is the adapter for the GoPro, and from what I've heard, there's no way around it. And this is now in South Africa rand, is I think the mic, external mic, and it looks like a fairly good one, is $400, which I think is like $20 plus minus, take a gift. And then for the adapter, it's 1,400 rand, which is like $70, which I think is a lot for just basically what it is. I mean, it's just literally a thing that comes into the GoPro, and then the mic connects to that. Otherwise, you can't connect the external mic to the GoPro direct. So, where was I now? Okay, so that's something that I'll definitely be looking at getting, and I think that will also then improve my content. So making YouTube videos is definitely a lot of work. It's not easy. It's not just something that you can do from home. It's something that you have to be involved every day. I said to my fiance yesterday that it's not something that where you get bigger with it. You can almost step out of it and get people to do things. Yes, you can get people to do more things for you, and you create content, but on the end of the day, you're creating a channel with your face. It's basically your voice, your subscribers and your views, the people watching your channel, they buy into the channel for what you are presenting to them, whether it's your special voice or whether it's the way you look. So, to use an example, if you listen to a radio station over the years and you listen to a certain person every day or every part of the day, you get used to that person and you listen to that channel because of what this person is saying or how this person is thinking or whatever. And if that person is no longer with the radio channel, then the chances of you listening to that channel going forward is very unlikely, unless the next person that comes in is also someone that tickles your fancy. So back on my point is, YouTube is a lot of work, and you need guts to do YouTube. It's something, you creating something that, well, most probably or hopefully millions of people see, and everyone's going to have an opinion on how you create your content and what you're talking about and what your opinion about something mean. And this is why I don't want to go into the technical side of biking, because I always think that if you give people technical advice, there will always be someone that says, no, this is not right, or no, this is not how you do it, or you're always going to have negative feedback, because the way I look after my bike is maybe completely different from someone else. I prefer Bmw to look at my bike, and I don't want to touch or work on anything. Where the next guy, he prefers on working on his own bike. So I'm saying to people out there, take your bike to a BMW approved, or depending on your brand, take your bike to a approved bike shop for them to look at it, and then I can guarantee you someone's going to come back and say, I disagree with this, these guys don't know what they're doing, I can do it better myself and it's way cheaper. So you're putting something, and you're putting a piece of yourself out there for people to judge. And I think that hopefully most of the people that watch your content will like it, but you're always going to get some negative feedback. I take myself as an example. I'm Afrikaans, which gives me basically a accent when I speak English. English is not my native language. So, it's difficult for me to put myself out there in a language which I'm, well, I wouldn't say familiar with, but it's not my home language, which is difficult. And you'll get people focusing on that, and rather than taking in the content that I'm trying to create or the messages I'm trying to put out there, they will then rather focus on how I'm saying it, and things that I mispronounce, and things that don't really make the content less worthy. So and I think that I've had videos where we do a video and you think that this video is going to get a lot of likes and a lot of views, and it almost gets nothing, and then you just quickly do a video just to put something out there. You don't put a lot of effort in it, it's way too short or way too long or whatever, and then it gets a lot of views. So and I know people talking about the algorithm and how it works and when you need to post and hashtags and all these things, and I get that, and there must be some sense in it, because everyone is basically using it. But I still feel that, if you have X amount of subscribers or viewers and they like what you're putting out there, you will grow. I think things like hashtags and, keywords in your description, I think that could boost you faster, and it could get you, to a bigger channel quicker. But at the end of the day, your channel is only as good as your content. That no matter how your hashtags and your descriptions and stuff, if you're not putting out something out there which people like, they're definitely not going to buy into it, and they're definitely not going to subscribe or come back to look at new videos that you've put out. And I also feel that with YouTube, I don't feel that you can always build onto what you have. I think it's not like you only get one chance in YouTube, and that's, if you don't make it, then you're done. I mean, you're gonna have a video where, and I've had it on my own channel, where you make a video and it gets 700 or 800 views, and then the next video gets like 12 views or whatever. So it fluctuates. So it's not a like a done deal if you put out a new video and it gets no views. I think the big question is, and this is the main thing that I've asked myself, is why do you want a YouTube channel? What's in it for you to basically put work in this, and what makes it worth it for you? Is it, you look at the YouTubers, and I'm going back to the different ways of YouTubing. Is it the fame? Is it the making of the money on YouTube? You look at these guys on the big creators, and you think, or you would assume, that they make all this money from YouTube, and that's how they buy all these things. And I think that's something that gets people into YouTube, because they think that they're going to make this killing after 2 or 3 years with their YouTube channel. And I think if that's the reason why you're going into YouTube is for the money, then I think you're going to not make it. Well, maybe you do, but my prediction will be that if you're doing it for the money, it's not going to work. You need to have a passion for it, and your channel needs to have a purpose. Whether it's being funny, or whether it's providing people with information, or and that's something that my channel, and that's what I feel I want to do with my channel is, I want to put my voice out there, and I want people to interact with me and say and tell me that, listen, you're completely wrong. This is not how things work. Or I'm someone that likes learning instead of teaching, and this is a platform where I can basically take my thoughts, take my biking, take my love for bike, and produce something that could mean something to someone else. Or they can turn around and say, listen, but you're doing this wrong, or this idea that you have is completely wrong, and these are the facts. I'm a very factual person. So that's why when people give you advice, and especially now with YouTube, I think there's a lot of advice going around regarding YouTube. People need to be factual with it. Don't just tell me that you have to put a hashtag in and this is going to work. You need to tell me why is this hashtag working, what's this hashtag doing to get more views on my short, or on my video, or to get more subscribers. I need to understand it, otherwise I can't just do it. I can't just put in 100 hashtags and then hope it works. I need to understand how it works. So yeah, and there's definitely a YouTube creator that things that he's done, and I would like to basically perceive this image and to do the same that he was doing. He's also got a bigger channel as well. He did this on the side, and I want this platform basically to be something that I can go out and discuss on a certain topic, or a certain thing that I feel strongly about, or things like this. So yeah, I'm gonna cut it short now. Thank you for watching. I know this was just basically me talking a lot. I've tried to keep my YouTube scripted as well. My previous 2 videos were scripted. I didn't feel that this is something that I wanted to do, and also if I look at the views on the videos, I don't think it's something that entertained people quite a lot. So you know, I'm gonna just slapdash my voice onto this, say things that I feel or want to say, or that I feel I need to say. So on my next episode, so this video that I'm putting out is going to be divided into 4 pieces. It's just one outing. I went from Kyalami to RTP Spoortam, and then I'm coming back to Kyalami. It's roughly about 200 kilometers on the route that I've gone. I would say it's one of the most popular rides inside, well, not South Africa, in Joburg, in the Joburg side. The route that I've taken now is one of my favorite routes. There's different routes to this dam. This is definitely one of my favorites that I've done for you guys. On the next episode, I will be talking more about where I started biking, why I'm biking, and why I'm loving biking. So yes, please like, please subscribe, please comment. I want to hear you guys' thoughts. Give me anything you got, whether it's positive or negative. I really want to hear your thoughts on the channel. And then yes, you guys should have yourself a lovely day.